From the swamps of Louisiana, the Cajun Predator.
The day of the hairy freak, or the fat slob, is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. We did it again. Another 7 days around the sun. Proud of you all and proud of me. Welcome. WCW Deep Cuts Live. My name's Tom Green. My socials are right about there. There, right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look, that's my name and my handle. Look at that. Real cool. Welcome to WCW Deep Cuts Live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. We all gather here to watch the forgotten television quote-unquote classics of World Championship Wrestling's past. Tonight we're going back to 1994 to watch some Worldwide. I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. Optimum Vision, Brenticus Maximus, He Called First. Refs is Wizards and is here. Peter Crawford, Jonathan Mayer, hello sir. The man, the myth, the legend, Brian Dermody is here. CBJ fan, Sean Drox, Troy Vang, glad to have you at the beginning. Will Scott, and I believe that's who I see right now. If you're just lurking, hey, say hi in the chat. You don't even have to do anything else. I just would love to know you're here. So anyway, got a lot to get into tonight. Big news up front. New sponsor. Where is the sponsor screen? I did not put it back where I needed to. There it is. All right. New sponsor, Pixel Stick Art. Hello? I heard it. I did not see it. So whoever just subbed or followed, I appreciate it. Hello, Prior Pro Spooky. Hey, Blue Thunder. Welcome. First time. But yeah, Pixel Stick Art make some really cool 8-bit wrestling stickers. Like for instance, right here, Dan at Pixel Stick sent me some stickers here today. Got Junkyard Dog. That would have been great, Bam Dog, then I could have avoided a whole lot of pain in my life. Got little ones like little Arn Anderson right here. One of my favorites is he made an Oz, which is because of the green screen you can't see him. I didn't even think about that part, but I swear that's Oz. Ooh, it's the very powerful Oz. And he makes big ones, small ones. I already put Sting on the back of my phone, so Sting will be with me wherever I go going forward. And he also makes really cool keychains that look like the old school WCW trading cards. Got Surfer Sting on the front here, and on the back, got Crow Sting. So whatever you like. So tonight I will have Pixel Stick Art's Etsy store and the QR code that way it is. So if you decide, hey, I'd like some cool stickers, and they're like wrestler dudes, go check out Dan. I'll be in the QR code all night. And these great prices, like not even $1 for some of these. Like it's crazy. Dan's insane. I hope he's making money. By the way, hello therapy. I love therapy. We all need it. All need you therapy. All right. So yeah, check out Pixel Stick. Check out Dan. Check out Dan and Pixel Stick Art. Without any further ado, let's go into WCW Worldwide from 1994. Let's go.
Or Cook. Standing with me now, Cactus Jack.
As always, let me know how I am compared to the audio. Am I too quiet? Is it too loud?
And right here, about 4 meter day, we're going to draw the match of the hour. You know what I mean? Later on this program, will it be?
I think every wrestling show should open with Vader dancing
on
the screen in the background.
Anyway, Cactus hopes so. Because in the Texas Tornado match, you can't make the 10 count. What happened? Lose. I hear you that. And the
in fact, Pixel Stick Art sent me a Cactus Jack in that very gear.
Unable to kick. So
Look
right
at
now,
that.
without further ado, let's take a draw and see what it is.
You didn't even know I was streaming this probably. Thank you so much. Audio's good. Says my unpaid technicians, Fire Pro Spooky and Brinticus. Yeah, this is a rare Vader attire. Hello, Masked Heel. Dusty apparently lost his voice during this tape. The Texas Tornado match they announced. They couldn't. It's a Texas Death match. If you don't know. Hey, Bruh Van, welcome. Hey, Mr. Bluestein. Here comes the Patriot. I thought it sounded like Gary Michael Capetta was like singing. Like the Warriors of Wrestling song from the other night. By the way, speaking of those of you that were with me, were off the grid on Sunday, I found Don Diamond's YouTube channel. He has multiple matches on there with a fella named, I'm not kidding, Gary Glitter.
This is going to be fun to watch.
And it's going to be a tremendous hour, including
Hello, 69 and on.
Lord Stephen Regal.
Glad to have you.
You heard the challenge.
Congrats on the surgery. Hope you're feeling well.
This young man really.
Yes, Fidel Sierra from Sunday. He's not quite as mad about America. He's wearing the plain black gear. He's going to attack America directly. Yes, Dan Diamond ruled. I was stunned to learn Dan Diamond had multiple matches. Look at that, Fidel Sierra springboarding to the top.
That's who the Patriot is.
Thank you, Brain.
I think all my homies hate Chris Cruz. Saul McCartney, welcome. Great username. Great handle, Tall McCartney. Welcome. Thank you so much for showing up. Make yourself at home. Eat some stale crackers, some flat soda, drink some flat soda. Enjoy the show. Join the
That's usually it.
Erotic Eric Fontaine Fan Club, aka the chats. I appreciate you.
Oh, he looks familiar to me.
Otherwise, I don't. The chat's not on the screen, and I am bummed.
What does Colonel Parker have in his briefcase? What's in that, Anderson?
I just noticed that. Chat's not on the screen. Fudge.
This here briefcase got
fix it now. I'll just be talking to you guys. Got Bunkhouse Buck.
It's gonna buy me Ric Flair's World Heavyweight title belt. I'm guaranteed.
He's way too clean looking here. This is the beginning of the run before they tipped him off that he really needed to be looking dirty.
Right now in your camp that you've got to address. One of them has to be Dustin Rhodes.
That's right. You know, I heard Rhodes out here earlier saying he wants a bull rope match with Buck over here.
Trying
now, if
something
he
real
didn't
quick
want
here,
a
see if
bull
I can
rope
get it to
match,
show up.
then we'd give him one. But being he's wanting one, and we've already whooped him good at the spring.
This is what I get for doing
He's not going to get this one.
Heck
Well,
work.
what about you, Buck?
Dustin Rhodes wants a bull rope match with me. Well, let me give it to him, boy. Dustin,
I'm not
you be
surprised
in
that
my
Bunkhouse
barnyard
Buck became a
this son.
carousel
I ride
salesman.
bulls of a day,
That's a
every
pretty,
day, into the ground.
pretty
I'll
dead
put
on
that rope around your neck, boy, and
industry
drive you
for
in the ground.
Bunkhouse
I'll
Buck.
stomp a mud hole in you and walk it dry, boy. Come on, I like to ride you, Carly.
Oh.
Hold on a minute now.
What's going
Getting
on?
real saucy.
If
Buck.
old Buck here's to pull that rope up and get to that 10-pound bell and lay it upside Rhodes' head.
Hopefully we get the
he'd hit
chat back in the
ground
second
like a
half of the
bull
show.
of
I
a
can see you
streak of
guys just
lightning. And I
fine.
guarantee you we'd
I'll be
be on
repping
him
you guys.
with all four our feet.
Wait a minute now. I've got to interrupt here. Now, Buck wants the match. Colonel, you say no go. What's the
I
deal?
say absolutely no go simply because he's not getting what he wants. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, well, gentlemen, why don't you try sorting it out? You probably better get
Gonna
together
ride
on that.
Dustin Rhodes. He's
Thank
got
you,
that
Bunkhouse
fist up.
Buck.
Lord knows what he's
And,
gonna
of
do with
course, his
that.
manager, none other than Colonel
Mean
Robert
Gene got a
Parker.
great
Stay
4 to
tuned.
10.
We're going to be back with more action when we return with more Worldwide.
For those of you who are worried, we do have commercials tonight.
When
What
uninvited
movie
bad
is
guys
this for?
drop in on the
Oh,
Three
Three
Ninjas.
Ninjas! Is it Kickback? Yeah, it is Kickback.
they kick into action.
Love
Kick
Three
off the
Ninjas
excitement.
Kick. Three Ninjas Kick. Favorite movie of mine as a
On an
child.
evil warlord.
Let's light these fat boys
An evil
up.
warlord as opposed to the nice one. Come on!
But you don't.
Boo to whoever archived this on the internet forever.
Every
Boo.
Every punch. You don't know why you didn't win.
Oh wow, that's very
All you know
cool.
is, next time.
Tall McCartney said, discovering WCW was like discovering a whole new world for me back in 2003. I'm from Pakistan. Most of what we got on cable was WWE, and some local stations would replay UWF stuff in the morning before commercials. That's crazy. That's awesome.
This is no ordinary mint
Yeah,
mouthwash.
definitely welcome,
This
Tall
is cool
McCartney.
mint Listerine.
We'll enjoy some WCW together.
It fights plaque.
Hogan, Brian says, Hogan watching closely. I gotta work with those kids.
Against the early threat of the gum infection.
Funny thing is, he didn't work with those kids. They changed the whole cast
Than a mint mouthwash.
for his Three Ninjas.
This is great tasting cool mint Listerine.
Whoa,
Oh, goody. Look at that. Could it be? It is. It's Six
a
Flags.
Tarzan boy.
New baby animals and the rare white Bengal tigers in the safari. Discover a universe with 10 exciting themelands of
I
adventure.
think it's
great
wild.
rides,
Like,
and
I don't know if you
family fun
guys
that's not a
listen to too much
galaxy away.
like
Like
terrestrial
Luke
radio
Tell
anymore.
Bugs Bunny Land.
Tarzan Boy had a comeback a couple years ago.
I must go there.
I was hearing it on
Six Flags, it's a
like
world of
FM
fun.
radio.
Not a world away.
Now buy one ticket, get one free with special coupons at participating McDonald's.
Like around the time AEW started, so who knows? Or around the time he started using it in AEW.
Fans, don't forget Slamboree is on its way. It's coming on Sunday, May 22nd, exclusively on
The green screen here is wild. Mine is only a little bit worse than that.
Tornado match. But coming up next, the Marquee of Queensbury Cup.
Yes, Tom McCartney. Hogan out here scouting talent. You know, he scouted Undertaker, Kevin Owens. I cannot believe he said he founded Kevin Owens. That's a great suit on Heenan. Great blazer. Alright. The first round of the Marquee of Queensbury. Those of you who don't know, the Marquee of Queensbury Cup was one of a few sweeps concepts during this era on WCW Worldwide. Got Jimmy Jett, Sergeant Craig Pitbull Pittman before he started wrestling, and that fucking creep, Grizzly Smith, as the judges. And he was playing at Indiana FM radio to play Tarzan. If only. Regal pitched. He wanted to do a British rounds match, and but he didn't have tape with it because it's 1993. He wasn't rolling around with a VCR. And he tried to explain it to them. He wanted to do one with Flair because he thought they could have a really good match in that style. And it somehow ended up being not 5 rounds in one match, but 5-minute matches across 5 weeks instead. And they scored each match a round. Oh, I love the Lord Steven Regal theme is one of the best. For a company that really just used stock music, WCW had some great stuff in this era. Like this song, the first Sting song, Vader's entrance song. I would kill for a Mattel Regal. I know they did a Mattel Regal of the 96-97 because I have that.
Can you pull hair?
Okay, so it's the blue trunks with the red trim. Okay, yeah, they do need to make one of those.
Then you don't like this, do you?
Oh, yes, I do enjoy watching a good match, but I like a thumb here and there, you know.
Yeah, Regal had his... I feel like he had his, thigh taped up most of the WCW run. CBJ fan pointed out that Regal looks like he has a bum hamstring.
How about that?
Believe me, Flair
I'm bummed. I
can
missed
care less
out.
about that handshake.
I've never been able to find that
He's
Steve
playing with
Austin
Lordship's mind.
with the NWA TV title in stores. Mass Steel brings up that he wants the cape and the TV title. I would love that. That'd be, that would be great. Hello, Fanatic Gamer. I'm also with Fire Per Spooky. We need a Sir William Butler.
And that's what Ric Flair
Regal is the heel here
in his
for Tickets
career. He spent a lot of on-the-mat wrestling, a lot of standing up.
This is right before Ric Flair's heel turn to wrestle with Hogan.
I don't know if he's going to remember all the skills on the mat.
Dude, this is fun because like Flair by this point, like he was the signature spots and like the chops, like the hold move for move wasn't doing so much.
It's just like that.
Like he would do it with like Steamboat, but like otherwise it was more theatrics Flair, which is fine. But this is fun. This is a side that Ric Flair didn't get to do a whole lot after about like 85, 86, I think. Oh, this crowd is heavily coached. Heavily. Like between matches, they would be told, okay, when this guy comes out over here, you cheer. When this guy comes out over here, you boo. Ric Flair got the finger control, loving that. Little details. Little details. Fire Spooky says, I love this set design. I love it too, man. This is the stuff I grew up on. I got a lot of nostalgia for it. Sure.
That's why they're both champions.
Won the world champion. Many people say
like big old ramps are cool, but there's something about somebody just being able to kind of walk out like a couple steps onto the stage.
I lost my voice there, believe me, I know. He's the winner. Not that I'm partial or anything.
This has been so much fun. Because again, it's a style that Ric Flair didn't get to wrestle in this era. The Elite Austin TV behind us on Amazon for $25. Thanks for pointing that out. I will put that. I will bookmark that as soon as we're done, Optimum Vision. Thank you so much. Bernicus Maximus. 3 hours later, they filmed an episode of Cuts.
Sergeant Piles here, and he's going to make sure that all the go-behinds and reverse switches are done, and the suplex and duplexes are all in place.
That's great, Maskill. Maskill says a heel should have waited for the babyface to come out first and mess with the ring to cause the ring to spin around real fast. Babyface gets so dizzy, the heel comes in and cradles him. That would have been a great angle. Roll the mustache. Cowardly heel. That'd been great.
But that's just an opinion, of course.
It is a bummer they never did more with the spinning ring. Thank you, Optimum Vision. I appreciate it.
Man is in the ropes. And Flair feeling pretty good.
Now he's enjoying it. They both are. I don't think Sir William's that happy.
Trying for a single leg pickup here. He's back to the corner. Full arm dragon twist.
When I was a kid, I thought that Shivani always was saying arm dragon. Full arm dragon twist.
He got a one.
That was a stupid child.
Under now a minute.
That's legal, right? The elbow.
Forearm shot.
See not the 10 count.
But not the Texas Tornado.
They've got to build. Like the thing is, the way they wrestled this match, each match, if you put them all together, like they'd make like one full match.
You don't use the fist.
The way they work.
Be able to sneak one in there someplace.
The Regal's got a.
He has to 10 to get up, as you can see.
Oh, you can't put the boots to him? Nope.
Look at that! Look at that struggle for the suplex. That rules. That was great.
In the latter part of this matchup.
Okay, Troy and I are on the same dragon.
No, not at all.
Viva La Fran. Think about the heights Flair would have reached if he took Jim Herd's advice and became Spartacus. 3, 2, 1. Gary Michael Capetta like counting along. Like I understand it's necessary because they don't have a clock up, but it just makes it sound like a kid show, which is kind of what it was. Second. Grizzly's not rating anything over the number 13. Nobody knows why. Like I had the opportunity to check out some raw footage from a worldwide taping or something.
But that's only round one.
And
round two is next week.
Yeah, the coaching, the amount of coaching that both Gary Malcolm Capetta and the event host had to do was wild. Yeah, good point, Brian. It doesn't help that it was usually an arm ringer that Shivani was training.
And Craig Pittman scores it. Flair 10-9. It's a split decision, and Lord Steven Regal wins.
I love how it's a split decision. Lord Steven Regal wins. What can you do? No real pomp and circumstance. But again, it's the first time. You gotta build up to the big dramatic announcement.
Check this baby out.
Yeah, AEW did do the judges thing for Cody and Jericho. That would have been cool if the world title matches all had judges. It's a shame they dropped it.
Don't get mad.
Get huffy. Power position
Yeah, the first few AEW pay-per-views, Paul McCartney also brings up they had the NWA like on the ring.
Here's mud in your eye.
Like I miss it. It raises the wrestlers above the crowd, again like a stage, makes them bigger stars.
How many combinations are there? Combinations?
DNA did do judges. CBJ fan on the Fox Sports Net days with the Fox Box. 10-minute time limits on TV for the initial run of Impact.
New taste, new name. Oh, I get it. Strawberry, lemon.
Like initially, I think the first couple of tapings they brought in like multiple legends, but then eventually it was just like Larry Zbyszko every week. Because he's the only one that would show up because he lived 5 minutes from the building.
Right now, sensational singles are talking, laughing, and having fun.
No shampoo so far.
So don't be
Who's talking on the phone like?
Find out how. Call toll free. It's easy to make new friends, and you can find out how. Just call toll free. Yes, exciting guys and gals are waiting right now for you to pick up the phone and join the party.
Exciting guys and gals are waiting for you to pick up the phone while watching pro wrestling at like 11 a.m. Brian, hot singles are fixing their train back to massive people.
Patrick, president, with the track retractable leash.
They're calling the WCW hotline because the fun line isn't hot enough for them. That's right,
giving you complete, simple one-hand control. And there's a full range of colors and sizes. So get your pet on Tracked.
Come to Petland Discounts for the Hagen line of track retractable
My dog broke one of those recently. He was just crazy. Ridiculous is lifting weights and doing cocaine.
These days, even old
I can't do that. Can't do that on stream.
You know how I like
People get real mad.
That's why I like Meineke so much. At Meineke, I get fast, high-quality service. And I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler. Besides, they always have such great
He's got like
snacks
20
around.
kids. He needs a sandwich that's nice.
That was our lunch.
Wasn't that one mechanic on the side just in the Starburst commercial? Or the Skittles commercial or whatever?
I guarantee it.
How's this wizard? Severing fingers since 1994. 20 kids named George. Seriously. Tell McCartney, funny story. WWF toured Kuwait in the mid-90s. My dad was working there at the time and went to the shows. His heart broke when he saw the wrestlers eating together before the show. The Undertaker was there along with HBK. Seriously, you'd think on like a tour, like a Kuwait tour, where they don't go over there very much, they'd be a little more considerate of kayfabe. I'm so sorry, Tom McCartney. Send my bus to your dad.
Audition to be a WCW announcer. All of this takes place at the Philadelphia Civic Center, Saturday, May 21st. Now then,
yeah, the Slamboree Slamfest, which is just like an autograph session in a booth where you
Vader
could talk over WCW.
ravishing Rick Rude. That, of course, is a result of the huge
Right, I'm Gene Okerlund and I'm on a real set.
At Spring Stampede.
At least he's got a real desk.
Champions, the Nasty Boys, are going to be defending against David and Kevin, the Sullivan brothers.
Saturday.
In a special
Apparently they got the date
Slamboree
wrong.
match,
That's fun.
legendary
I love
Terry
that.
Funk locks up with former horseman.
That
Tully
match is
Blanchard.
fun
Plus,
because Terry
I
Funk
have
just
just
plays
been
to the
informed
ECW fans in the front
WCW
row,
officials have
and they go
signed a
nuts
full
for
rope
him.
match between Bunkhouse Buck and the natural Dustin Rhodes. I've got both men.
Tom McCartney, I have seen the Mean Gene
Let's get
blooper
their
reels. I love the Chiron, mean small dick Gene.
But little do you know, and little does everybody else know, that you are the hunted. See, what you two are two possums sitting up in a tree. Too scared to face reality. Too scared
It's a
to
very
face the
Georgia
24-year-old punk
reference.
kid. That's right. At Slamboree, May 22nd, the natural Dustin Rhodes has got
Stop ringing the bell. It's distracting.
I hope you are ready.
I have no idea what he said because he just kept ringing the bell.
You a coward. A coward? I showed him who's a coward in Chicago.
Got a good point, bro, Van, and it really was the end of the... Slamboree really was the end of the real WCW.
Boy, and thanks to the Colonel here,
It kind of dies
you
after
still
this.
alive, boy. The Colonel asked me, don't kill him just yet, Buck. I got plans.
I told him,
for it.
Courtney,
One more
7
time,
looks
we gonna
different.
Step in the ring, boy, and you're out the door.
All of a sudden, that one's gone from a bunkhouse match at Spring Stampede.
That would
to
be
a bull
great,
rope
bro,
match
Van. The
between
Rock's
these two men
stupid WCW
at
documentary.
Slamboree. It all happens on
Bunkhouse
Sunday,
Buck
May
being
22nd
interviewed.
on
I know who
pay-per-view.
really killed
Slamboree,
WCW.
The Legends Reunion. Don't miss it. There's a new
Like, that's the big
romance in the life
reveal
of
at the end of the
Johnny
third
B. Bad.
episode.
Some people would
Like
be
Drake
embarrassed
Bell in
if I
that Quiet
talked
on Set
about it on the
documentary.
air, so I'm
Like
gonna
Bunkhouse
save it for
Buck
my
just like walks
exclusive
in, gets
hotline
comfortable.
report. Give me a call at 1-900-909.
And Gene did get the date
9900.
right at the end. That's
Kids, you gotta have your
good.
parents'
Thank you,
permission.
Gene.
But give me a call on the hotline now.
It was Grizzly Smith. That'd be a great reveal. Brian says, only in wrestling can a guy dressed like Colonel Sanders hang out with a guy dressed like he fishes for paper orders at a bus station. Yeah, that's a good point. Colonel Burger was supposed to be like rich. Like, I get Bunkhouse Buck was like his stable hand or whatever, but you'd figure with a good wrestling contract, he could
Presenting
afford to
McDonald's
shower.
double quarter pounder with cheese, with 2
I think it
juicy
was
quarter
fun.
pound patties of beef,
Okay, it fit. Where are you gonna put the fries and the Coke? The what?
with large golden fries and a medium Coke. It's our new double quarter pounder with cheese extra value meal.
Let's see how cheap this is so I can get real mad at the ad execs.
What? What you want is what you get.
That's how McCartney somehow the Rock's WCW doc gonna end up being about how he's had $7 in his pocket when he got
Throw away
those.
those old one-color portables. Use them as sunblock or whisk away
That baseball game was good.
This
I played it.
environmental moment brought to you by Game
I'll
Gear,
co-
the
I'll
full-color
co-sign
portable
that
with
master
tons
role.
of new games.
Get hard, stay hard with the. Oh, look at that! No Mercy with 10 subs.
Did you know that stress and certain vitamin deficiencies can cause hair
shit.
loss, and that researchers are growing hair in a test tube? When you call Hair Club for Men,
Amazing.
we'll
Thank
send
you
this
so
information
much.
along with Hair Club's
No
own
Mercy, the
advances in
sub
dealing with hair loss.
master.
I wanted something that looked
I
very
am
natural
in the
and
midst of a
also
cycle.
looked very natural when I
I always
was
say I
skin
never
and
beg
when
for
my hair was
subs,
very
but
wet.
they are
It made me
welcome.
feel old to be going
They're very
thin
welcome.
at 24.
Hair
They are
Club's
my
innovative
steroids.
techniques in dealing with
They are
hair
my
loss will
DECA.
give you the confidence you've always
This
wanted.
is incredible.
I did
Thank
not
you,
ask
No
to lose
Mercy.
my hair.
You're the
For
best.
a long period of time, I thought that I would have no choice. And
Just
with
in time for the
Hair
Hair Club for
I do have
Men
that
ad.
No matter
That's
what
what I'm
sport
gonna
or
use
activity, your new hair will
for
look
the
and feel like
the
your
money.
own.
Now that I have a full head of
hair, people
Gonna
that
get a
haven't
month of
seen
Hair
it in a
Club
while,
for
they don't even know
men.
I had anything done. It's like totally natural.
Support
to them.
it.
So-called Hair
My
Club
hair's
for
been
Men.
my
Receive
hair's
our free
thin.
brochure,
I've got hair,
along
but
with
it's
some
kind of
tips
thin on
that
top.
may help you keep the hair you have.
I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client.
He was just on WrestleMania 10.
People once believed that when a soul can't rest, a crow can
It's amazing
carry it back
69
from
and on.
the
They
dead to
they
seek
gave you
justice
DECA
and put the wrong
post-surgery
things right.
IV. I am very jealous.
Friday, May 13th. Not a good day to Brandon Lee. The Crow, rated R.
Sting was watching at home.
Promotional
Scott
consideration
Hall was
paid
watching
for
at
by the
home.
phone.
They each said, "What if Sting looked like?"
products? To order your WCW merchandise, get the new
I've heard that
catalog
rumor about
by calling
MJF.
1-800-4-WCW
He does
now.
seem to have
32
found some
international
locks.
teams, advanced player control, fully interactive goalkeepers, sliding tackles, headers, traps, and much more. Get
Yeah,
it
Brian,
all in
that's a
Champions
great
World-Class Soccer from Acclaim.
I'm not super into that era where every rock band is like has a bad Eddie Vedder as a frontman. But that song's very good. Stone Temple Pilots had some.
We told you last week, Sting is new international world.
Get hard, say hard. Thank you so much for popping up in the chat for the first time. The Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club. Appreciate it.
And ow! And yow! Yes! It feels good! This is number 4 now.
I'm an Eddie Vedder guy. I'm just saying, rock music in the 90s. Every band had a guy that sounded like Eddie Vedder.
It's ravishing Rick Rude's. Yeah, I had to cheat.
Of course, I also loved the Local H song
on the dotted line.
about Eddie Vedder.
You know why?
Where the singer's like, listen, I can't be Eddie Vedder. I can't do that. So if that's what you're looking for, no thank you. This is the WCW International title, Bruja Van.
And trying to tell me that Vader wants me.
Flair and Regal, they only did 1 round per show.
You know me a long time now.
So that's the match goes on for 5 weeks.
Did you think I was gonna say no? No way. That's not in my blood. If you want me, if you
yeah,
want
Tom McCartney. Creed just killed the Eddie Vedder voice. Through the brain dead on a Sunday morning and breaking my head. The local H rules. I'm glad to see the local H love in the chat.
Larry Zbyszko, the legend. Let's take a look at a recent incident.
Yeah, Brent, because, like I said, Regal tried to explain the British round system to those in charge of WCW, and they completely mangled it. Like, he explained it correctly, because of course he worked the style for years.
Just like the heroes that you people grow up with. I mean, who have we got here? Buddy Ryan. I believe this man punches his own team players.
I love when Regal would just list off American icons and say the worst things about them.
And the biggest, most unbelievable thing of all was John Wayne. I mean, here we have a draft dodger, never went to war, and yet you people treat him as some kind of hero. Absolutely pathetic. And now...
And he's racist, too.
You fools give millions and billions of dollars to the Russians, and they spy on you. You're all fools.
I love Regal. He's the best.
Look at your lordship. I just paid enough income tax.
Steve Regal had the best job in the 90s. He just got to go on TV and talk shit about America.
Whatever I want about this country, because I bought the right. As far as I'm concerned, you can
like, this gimmick would make him a babyface in 2024. Scuffle and Hillbilly. Paul Alperstein understood Regal's explanation of the rounds.
Since the legend is gone, Brian Pillman. How dare he have the audacity? You bloody coward, come back here and say to my
Hey Adam, welcome. Yes, this is the best. Matt P, thank you for the sub. Hype train completes level 3. I guess that means something cool. I don't know what a level 2 hype train emote is, but I'm clicking share. Hopefully that works for everybody. Yeah, apparently you're all getting an emote. I don't know what. Yeah, it'll probably be like a silly face. I don't know.
Don't want to do is insult Larry Zbyszko. But then again, you certainly don't want to insult.
It is funny that the only person that stood up the heels in WCW in the 90s was, like Stephen J. Neptune Man said, middle-aged golfer Larry Zbyszko. Stood up the Regal, stood up the NWO by himself. In the Russo run, he was one of the only guys to stand up to the powers that be. Garfield Quinn, great wrestling name. Ken Kindle, very good too. Garfield Quinn looks like Brutus Creed. The Creed brother that does the ball.
The Nasty Boys would have been the World Tag Team belts against the Sullivans.
Yeah, dude, Larry Zbyszko was one of the most over guys. One of the most over baby faces in WCW. Crazy.
Between the Nasty Boys, Cactus Jack, and Max Payne. And we could possibly have
I'm about to serve some nasty lasagna. Yes, Brian. Yeah, that's a good point, Maskill. Jim Duggan always challenged the NWO, but they almost never had an interaction. Same with John Nord.
They're almost the same kind of people.
John Nord would call out the NWO during his entrances on like Worldwide and stuff,
That makes him even a little bit more dangerous.
knowing he was never going to get anywhere near the NWO. Hey, Kevin Marshall. Hello. Ken Kindle's other regular partner, Tom Tondel. That's me.
Side headlock. Into the ropes. Down low, Kenny Kendall.
Oh, poor Kenny Kendall. If his tights were just a slightly lighter shade of blue.
They won the match.
Garfield Quinn never hooking Metro because he hates Mondays. Thank you, Spike.
Video cassette of Spring Stampede will be coming out very soon.
Yeah, it is weird. Duggan didn't at least get something at like the beginning of the NWO run. Like he even changed his like gear colors to purple and gold, which, by the way, hideous promotion color, like logo colors. Purple and gold.
But it's just like a picnic.
You should have been here to see.
See, I appreciate the Nasty Boys, Steve and Jay, because of these squash matches where they do very unsafe things. It's very entertaining to me.
A knee. Oh my.
And then one time Brian Knobbs got it back from Max Payne. And it was glorious.
Garfield the Goose when he's done with him.
Not to be confused with the Mighty Quinn here.
Mighty Garfield.
Mighty Garfield.
Boy just ran right through it.
Hey, Lightning Smog. Missy Hyatt had just left WCW. She'd just been let go. This is around the time she was getting everything together to file her lawsuit.
I never saw him fight like that. They really went out there and fought.
Good point, Brian. Brian says, the Nasty Boys ensuring that the day of the fat slob and the hairy freak goes on. Jack Brickhouse would not like these guys. It's a good point, Will Scott. You always know exactly what you're getting with the Nasty Boys. They're never going to try cool moves. They're never going to do technical wrestling. Oh, there's Brian Knobbs' crotch right in the face.
Yes, but I can't understand hillbilly, so we don't do business.
Pick up and the tag and up on top now.
Yeah, I've heard the Bischoff podcast clip about the Missy Hyatt lawsuit. Seems like it breaks the NDA that they had, but who am I to say? I'm not a lawyer.
This one is over.
Viva La Friend. I wonder if Garfield Quinn has any relation to WBF legend Mighty Mike Quinn. If that's the case, one of them got the good genetics and the other didn't. Benoit just entered Nasty Villain Falls. No, I need to leave and take a shower. Take the computer with you to the bathroom. That's a good point, CBJ. And they must have liked these guys. Or felt bad that Knobbs did a flying ball sack to the face in the corner. Did no pity city. Pit stop. Whatever you want to call it.
More to come here on Worldwide, but right now, let's go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
You know, every week you see me talk to the great superstars of World Championship
Hello,
Wrestling
everyone.
right
Mean
here.
Gene Okerlund
Some of
from
them
the
look very
Sears
good,
Photo
but
Studio.
coming off a tough match like this young man has just looks a little worse for wear. Come on in. From Austin, Texas, he is the national.
What happened to Dustin Rhodes in the last 10 minutes?
In the trenches, Dustin, things can get a little
He
tough.
did not have that black eye in the control
look at my
center.
face and just find that out firsthand. You see, so many wrestling stars that enter WCW from day one, they try to shoot straight to the top, and they try to do it overnight. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. I myself,
And
the natural
sometimes I
Dustin Rhodes,
fall down a
I've
flight of
worked for
stairs coming to my
everything that I have
promo?
got
What?
here at WCW. And Bunkhouse Buck, Colonel Parker has brought this Bunkhouse Buck in. And at Spring Stampede, we were in a match, his bunkhouse match, his so-called, his best match. His
best
type of
match.
His forte.
His worst
Yeah,
match,
his
2 out of 3
forte. And what
falls.
happened in that match, Bunkhouse Buck, I will never forget. You cannot face me face to face.
Paul McCartney, he's just doing character work for the eventually Real of 7. Gonna show up at a kid's window with a black eye.
I know you're getting out of bed hurting too. I know you are.
Lightning Smog, I'm not going to be rude. I'm
I'm
just going to say I disagree with you. Dustin Rhodes is one of my all-time favorites. And this era of his, in my opinion, is so great.
I'll tell you what, I don't
That's
think
the great
you'd
thing
offend a whole lot
about
of people if,
being a
you
fan
got
of
a piece
wrestling. We have
Colonel
different
Robert Parker
opinions.
either.
Colonel Robert Parker, I got
We all live in harmony. Unless you're on Twitter, then we all hate each other.
My business anymore. And I'm going to take care of you with my fist.
Dustin looking
Okay,
like
I
he
can
lost
do
a
it man to man.
fat
Can
stairs, said
Do you have
Viper
the guts?
Spooky.
Do either
Kendrick
one of you
Friday,
have the guts
hello.
to face me man to
Thank you
man,
so
one-on-one?
much for the follow.
Sure, you got the
Appreciate
guts
you
to do
bringing the
2-on-1,
flat soda and the
but do you have the
crackers.
guts for one-on-one?
Relax.
All right,
Join the
laying it all
Erotic
on
Eric
the
Fontaine
line.
fan
One of
club,
a kind.
aka the
He
chat.
is the natural
Feeling
Dustin
nasty.
Rhodes.
Matt P3000 brought up in the chat my favorite match of all time. Dustin and Ricky Steamboat against the Enforcers from the November 91 Clash. I've seen that match literally hundreds of times.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut.
I'm with you, Kevin. Yeah, Dustin a little corny at times, but I feel like wrestling baby faces are allowed to be corny.
My butterfinger.
But yeah,
Where does
Dustin
the military action never stop?
I'm glad to have you, Kendrick Friday. I'm with it. Natural Dustin Rhodes is my guy.
Micro Machines Battle Zone!
I will agree with you on Jamie Noble, Lightning Small. I'm a big Jamie by God Noble guy. That's very cool. Scuffle and Hillbilly. Dustin Rhodes is hands down the nicest wrestler I ever met. Got to talk to him before he started with WCW at a Dale Mann show where the ring truck never showed up. Of course.
Fasten your seatbelts. Because 94 Flair Ultra Baseball has more gold, more photos, and
that's a good point, Matt. Sometimes we do confuse Ernest with Corny.
There's one insert card in every pack. Flair Ultra, better than ever.
Yeah, Cody's kind of doing like a mishmash of his brother and his dad and Sting right now, I feel like.
All on the phone. So don't be shy, try it now. Find out how.
It would have been fun when Goldust got if he got the breast implants in '99.
Just call toll free.
If they changed his name to the Unnatural Dustin Rhodes.
Right now for you to pick up the phone and join
the Chandrox.
Don't be shy, find out how. Call toll free.
Baseball cards, hubby dopes like JT's. No. Seriously.
Hello,
who is watching wrestling thinking, man, I need to call somebody and crank off?
Since then, hundreds of commercials.
How did I get the commercial? Somebody years ago taped this and posted and like archived it, and it's been tape traded through the years. And now it's archived digitally, and we have it to enjoy. That's how we have commercials. Very thankful.
Every day.
Happy anniversary, Amco.
Amco.
What was that?
MCO.
I'm freaked out by that. Kind of like Paul McCartney used to be freaked out by the Blue Meanie.
It is my privilege and my pleasure to introduce
it was Zsa Zsa Gabor. Thank you, Brian.
Wrestling, Sensuous Sherry.
Coming out to Eddie Guerrero's music. Imagine that pairing, Eddie Guerrero and Sherry. By the way, Sherry had a great Dark Side of the Ring episode last week. I watched that Wednesday morning. Big fan of WCW just leaving that scaffolding in the set. Ooh, Sherry getting saucy. Even J Neptune, man, I can tell this is the NYC affiliate, so it would have aired at midnight. I assumed that by the horny, sexy single line commercial, but I didn't want to blurt it out in case I was wrong.
The WCW, I know that there has to be some special person out there. I am here for a reason. And that is to find a man that can fulfill all of my needs.
One of my favorite signature announcer moves ever is when a lady would be a little bit horny, and Mean Gene would like drop the microphone. Like he doesn't have enough blood for his penis and his hand.
He must be very, very handsome, and he must have it in him to go to the World Championship. Now. That is what I want. Those are my
Mean Gene, one of the all-time greats, and just reacting to the person talking to him. What a wild concept.
Is the dream match. The Texas
hey, don't eat the squid. At WCW when I was today years old when I realized the Dustin Goldust was short for Dustin. Yes. I was very ignorant to that as well. It took me way too long. I even read it in like PWI. Oh yeah, he's Dustin Rhodes. No way. There we go. Here's our main event. Our main event dream match. And then another sweeps month concept. The dream matches. Every week, two rivals will draw a stipulation out of a hat. If you missed it up front, this is a Texas Tornado match, aka Texas Death Match, because you cannot have a Texas Death Match at Disney World.
You can't say death anymore on TV, Brain. So it's a Texas Tornado match.
Vader's, I brought it up earlier, Vader's WCW theme, bro. Is one of the best, like, stock music songs ever that got randomly picked for a wrestler. It's like dead on. He barked at the sign girl. Of course he did. There we go, Cactus Jack. I love that gear. I'm so happy that Mattel has memorialized that gear in a film. This is the match the year after the match. This is the match that Foley complained about in his book because apparently Bobby
As your
Heenan
engine revs higher, the oil
didn't do
inside
a great
creates
job
a hydrodynamic
commentating.
wedge, a protective layer that builds up and keeps engine parts separated.
This is the first
But
time
as
they
your
wrestled on
oil's
TV
viscosity breaks
after.
down, so can the wedge.
Not the
That's why Castrol
match that led to the
GTX
Austin
provides
Cleveland
maximum
stuff with the
protection
previous.
against viscosity and thermal breakdown.
This is
because if your viscosity breaks
the
down,
rematch the year after.
what's next? Castrol GTX, engineered for today's
Yeah,
smaller cars.
Stephen J.
Try
Neptune in the
Castrol
chat.
Super
Yeah,
Clean for
Foley
tough, greasy
said
jobs. If it won't come clean with
this made a
Super Clean,
quick
it won't come
episode.
clean.
Because him and Vader
This is
have
my
this
buddy,
great brutal match.
The milk drinker.
They edit out half the
Mr.
stuff,
Biceps.
and
You
Bobby
should've seen
Heenan
him when
makes
he
fun
was
of it on
12,
comment.
skinny, puny, rejected by girls. He needed milk to get taller. So you drank milk. I got
Another
taller.
milk
He needed
commercial
milk for
where
muscles. So he drank milk.
trying to tell kids
Muscles. So milk, exercise,
girls won't be horny for
determination.
them.
Look at him. He's big. He's strong.
Tim?
Hi, he's popular.
Whoa, hi, Amy.
Okay, so he's very popular.
Milk does a body good. Even yours, Michael.
Yeah, nobody's gonna want to
Flair
fuck you,
Ultra
Mike.
Baseball Factory Tour. This year, we're putting gold foil stamping
Another
on
Flair
both
commercial
sides.
for our
Plus,
card
more
nerds.
color-enhanced action on our all-new 3-photo backs.
Refs is worth it. Stop trying to get me laid, Big Dairy.
There's UV coating on both sides, too. And we're in your face with incredible
I feel like I rode
inserts
this at Disney.
featuring superstars and hot rookies. There's one insert card in every pack.
Hot rookies.
94 Flair Ultra Baseball. Better
That's
than
what you
ever.
get when you call that phone number.
Try to get up, Homer.
I
can't. Too bad, man.
Why, you
Yeah, gold foil stamping.
Crispity.
Makes the value of those cards
Peanut buttery
skyrocket, Kevin.
Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Again, Flair had either invested a lot of money in these ads, or they were just owed mad time.
And hot rookies. There's one insert
And
card
they
in
figure, let's
every
just
pack.
dump it
Flair
here.
Ultra, better than ever.
I don't like Butterfingers, bro. Maybe somebody else in the chat does. I'm not a Butterfingers guy. Here we go.
Well, you're not going to see head scissors. Or maybe you would, but don't plan on.
Entirely different type of matchup than we saw in the first round of the Marquee of Queensbury Cup. Ric Flair
That's a good point,
and
Fire Pro Spooky. You would have thought they would have done WCW cards.
here on Worldwide.
Yeah, bro, this is sweeps. This is sweeps month. So they did like actual main events on Worldwide the whole month.
Into the ropes.
Ooh.
Oh no! The weight, the power of Vader.
Believe it or not, Vader outweighs him by 150 pounds.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe it, Bobby. Vader's very big.
Look at this. It's exactly what Vader wants. He
And Mick Foley's a madman because he's just like, hey Vader, hit me in the head.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's we're gonna get something horrifying from Mick Foley, bro, man.
They're on the floor. The referee is with them. No countouts.
Oh, punch in the mouth. This is like crazy for Disney. They did not do matches like this at the Disney pictures, where dudes were actually beating each other.
For Cactus, a Texas tornado.
You would get Paul Romo sleepwalking through 9 squash matches. And
The drawing.
Where's he going?
It's coming over near us here.
they're just breaking down the whole illusion that there's an actual wrestling show happening. Oh, jeez. Right in the brain. Alright, so now he's got, this is the old style Texas death match where you pin him, and then he's got 10 seconds to get him. Brian Hurley's realtor jacket rules. Hurley Race will tell you, hey kid, got this house, 3 bedrooms.
More than a steel chair
3.
at 300 miles an hour hitting you between the eyes to stop him. That sounds normal, don't it?
Sure does. 300 miles an hour. He should be pitching somewhere.
Oh, he's gonna do some. Oh, there's gonna do something stupid now.
Vader goes down.
Thankfully he didn't, but that still looked like he kicked Vader right in the mouth.
He's going right at him again. He's not allowing the big guy to get a break here.
Well, he's not going to be intimidated. He doesn't care.
If those are worked punches, they are very good worked punches.
He's nuts.
Yeah, these two beating the tar out of each other while a bunch of little kids are go, go, go. And Harley's even taking a bump on the floor. Why not? Let's just all get into wheelchairs. Young. Oh, Jack landed on his head.
He just catapulted himself, Tony, upside down.
This is what it's the seven dwarves running in first in this class.
And landed on Vader and knocked him down the stairs. He doesn't care. That's why it's so hard to beat him. It's hard to beat him.
It's why I think every bump, one or two have been on the floor in this match.
Where is he? Watch out. He's going for the chair again.
And another one. Ooh. He's going through a stack of tables. I hope so.
Remember, he has to pin the guy, and then the 10 count starts.
And we're back in the ring.
Pin, but that doesn't matter. He's 30 pins or 50 pins. We could be here for a couple weeks.
Yeah, imagine Matt P brings up a point. Imagine coming off of like It's a Small World. You need to get out of the sun. You walk in, and these two grown men are beating the shit out of each other. Or like in the Universal days, you're walking out of the sun, and you're seeing like, I don't know, like Tinzon against Chono, like a rematch of the G1 finals. For like 300 people who have no idea who either of these men are. Oh god, they did this at Halloween Havoc, and it was awful. Oh jeez, Mick, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin brings up a good point. Warner owning WCW wasn't as big of a deal with them doing Disney, because back then, yeah, you had these big media conglomerates, but they didn't own everything. Like now, it's like 4 people in the world own every TV channel, every movie studio, every record label, if those are even still a thing.
Especially with a guy like Cactus Jack.
Brian, you watch Tinzon vs. Chono and then the Honey I Shrunk the Kids making of exhibit. It's kind of silly.
They knew one wasn't enough.
The big splash.
I was gonna say that would be kind of shitty if you pinned him with one hand on his chest.
Take the 10 count, take the 3 count. Now you got 10-second rest period. Falls don't count, right, Tony?
Bless Harley Race's heart for managing while being on the brink of death outside the ring.
Can't believe the mentality of this moron. Which is why he's a moron.
Well, Scott, my parents went to Disney one time without us, and they come back, and my dad says we were walking around, and they asked us, did we want to see some wrestling? So they literally did it to beat the heat. I think that's how they got most of their audiences. But I am very jealous of your parents. Oh, jeez, Harley.
That's way back. That's out of here. A 4-bagger.
He hit him right on the forehead with it.
Harley hit him so hard that he himself bumped.
He hit him on the
oh god, he's going to hurt himself. Oh, that was on his head.
You know the song Happy Trails?
There's your 3 count. The power bomb on the floor.
See, you shouldn't have kicked out that time, Shivani. Should have taken the 3 count.
Like, I have no doubt Mick Foley's brain in this moment is not working. It's not working at all.
He's not going to get up. Vader wins it.
And Vader whistles after the match. Like, he thinks unconscious Mick Foley is hot. Yeah, the refs is Wizard. That's the one good thing, is at least Mick landed kind of flat. But yeah, his head banged right off that stage.
Oh, we saw everything.
That was ridiculous. Loved it.
Somebody get a blotter and take Cactus home. Bring out the wheelbarrow.
Gee, I wonder why Mick's having head issues to this day.
That's right. You're looking at him, baby.
I'll look at next week's program next.
Like when Mick announced that he couldn't even get through a workout without like getting a minor concussion. Like, yeah, no shit. I'm just glad he stopped. He stopped thinking about having that match. Mick Foley doesn't know where he's at. Cursed commentary giving a story about not being able to find his way home and driving. Yes, Ref is wizards. Paul McCartney, more than theme parks, I'm really into the comic cons you guys have over there. Some of them can be fun.
Jr.'s never been happy playing any old game.
Toss me the ball.
He wanted to play hardball.
Imagine Kid Griffey Jr. or Sr. having the crap beaten out of him because his son hit him with a baseball bat. Alright, Adam, have a good night. Alright, Briticus. I didn't hear the line in there. Mick said at some point in the match when he took a hard bump that Heenan said, "Oh, that's exaggerant headache number 9." And when he took the power bomb, Heenan made some weird line about it. You ever heard the song Happy Trails? Like, didn't take the match so serious. And plus, Mick was upset that they didn't bring up the history they
I'm here in
uh,
this auto graveyard to demonstrate.
They just treated it like a cold one-off match.
Car polish. Simply wipe it on and wipe it off. There's no rubbing, no buffing. Look how New Finish restored a deep, hard shine to even this weather-beaten old car. You see, New Finish is not a wax.
I bet that would have happened if you just rubbed it with the rag.
And here's proof. An independent laboratory tested New Finish against several leading brands of car polish. After simulating a full year of varying weather, New Finish had the highest gloss and actually
Are you sure? They all look brown to me.
Next, we polished this car with New Finish and ran it through 52 car washes. After all the hard
That seems
detergent
excessive.
scrubbing, the water still beads. You'll find New
Or I
Finish
could have
is great
stopped
for
at like
fiberglass
3.
boats too. So get New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. And between polishings, use New Finish car wash to clean your car.
New Finish.
New
rated
Finish.
number 1. Buy New Finish, get a trial size.
Sounds
new
like a
vinyl free at
90s
participating
hard rock
stores
tour.
while supplies last.
This guy escaped from 1974 to advertise car wax.
It's unlike anything you've ever seen, beyond any place you've ever been. If you've got the right stuff, we've got the ride. The right stuff, Mach 1 Adventure coming soon.
That
So
looks
Six
dope.
Flags Great Adventure.
Six Flags. Let's go. I am that guy in the blue shirt. That is me. Mayhem Month. Sounds way cooler than it probably was. Alright, another Flair Regal match.
And then in just a few moments, the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes, will make
Dream match in that chrome Bigfoot font. Loved him as a kid, love him now. Did not love him when he posted his wiener on Twitter.
In the history of television wrestling as Mayhem. We have seen some thunder.
You know, they could have gotten somebody else to host this segment because Dusty's voice wasn't
We
working.
have seen some dream matches. And for the first time in the history on live television,
Also, there appear to be about 3 pieces of paper in that fishbowl.
Meanest and baddest hombres in the world today. The concept of Mayhem, 4 months of dream matches, has brought to you things you can only see in the great arenas around the world. So today, it brings
Is that a fishbowl or condoms? This says Briticus. Hey, Cling Smash. Here's a fun question I thought up the other day. Would Rampage ROH do better in a studio that has a rotating ring? I absolutely think ROH should be filmed in like a studio somewhere. Like Tony has said, the reason why he doesn't do it is because like it would cost like millions more to do.
Just like the Academy Award.
To which I say, then don't run ROH shows.
One of the contestants for next week's dream match is the
That's
one
a good
and
point,
only
Kevin.
United
Why are
States
they clapping the entire
heavyweight
time?
wrestling champion, stunning.
It's not like they're like going crazy, they're just clapping.
That's a great response. He don't eat at my table either, brother.
You know, at my table
Let's
either,
see
brother.
who's gonna be his opponent.
Seriously, were all of these pictures taken
I feel good on this one.
at the Sears photo
We
studio
talking
that
about
Mean Gene
two
was in?
big fists of dynamite. We
These all just
talking
look
about
like pictures
a
that
man
come
wears
with a
just little
picture
bit of
frame from the
makeup.
store.
We talking about a man that shoots off fireworks in the arena. We talking about the prettiest man at WCW.
We're talking about the pyrotechnic technician.
We talking about
Gonna wrestle next week.
Be bad, yeah.
Johnny B. Bad.
Now let me cue you in on something.
Whose dream was this?
Johnny
The
B.
ad
Bad is a
execs
great fighter.
who came up
He's a
with
former
this.
amateur
That's whose
boxing
dream
champion.
was stuff
He's a
on
pro
Hillbilly.
boxer.
The ad
His match was a
execs.
boxing match. Stunner and Steve Austin, on the other hand, considers himself the master of the tuxedo match. Next week,
wait,
on
what?
Worldwide Wrestling throughout this country,
Stunning Steve Austin considers himself the master of the tuxedo match?
We will find out. Will it be Johnny B. Bad's
What?
boxing match?
Also, that would have been a fun thing to bring back in the Stone Cold era. Like Mr. McMahon's like, oh, we're gonna make you be corporate. We're gonna have a tuxedo match, and then Stone Cold's like, tough shit, Vince. I'm the master of the tuxedo match. Kick Wham Stunner.
So long, baby.
Promotional considerations paid for by the following.
Hey, Remington, shave this. Introducing the Remington Triple
Oh,
Foil,
tying
the
a
only
pole
shaver with
match.
3 narrow microscreens.
A reverse tuxedo match. You start out naked, and then the clothes are on poles, and you have to put them on. That is a genius idea, Paul McCartney.
Because it comes from the next generation of Super Soakers.
Hot Pockets, filled with
They
pepperoni
would,
pizza
yes,
or
Kevin.
ham and cheese in a crispy
Now, Austin
pocket.
is the master of the tuxedo match. They really would just say anything. Yes.
Try Lean Pockets, too.
3 weeks from now, Vader.
And this week it's May Mayhem Month. It continues this week on Worldwide, including our Slamboree
Coming up.
Control Center. This week's dream match between Johnny B. Bad and Stunning.
We had talked about
Why is Johnny B. Bad wearing boxing gloves? I get he's a boxer, but he's in a tuxedo match, I think.
The one and only coming up here on this big screen right here. The stunning one. United States Heavyweight
Blade Smash, I
Champion.
do not know how hard it is to not buy Hot Pockets, because Hot Pockets are garbage. Sorry.
We gonna see what the dream match is.
I mean, Austin's already wearing the tuxedo.
Will it be? Will it be?
Brian, those are his formal boxing gloves.
Tuxedo match. You know, Johnny, I heard that tuxedo match. If that's what it is, boxer, well, you know, knock him out. Tuxedo match.
Also, I feel like it would be hard to get a boxing match sanctioned in an hour's notice. But it's Florida, who knows?
I'm gonna take this one on the bottom.
Yeah, Austin was great from this day go. I agree with you, Kevin. Like, you go back and watch the Texas stuff with like him and Chris Adams, and he's like better than everyone down there already. Because Austin, he probably is taped in the ring, knowing how these tapings work. It is very funny, Matt P brings it up. Watch Colonel Parker manage anybody in this era, because Colonel Parker's like 6'5". Clayton smashes 1 out of every 3 wrestlers in this era, Golden Gloves boxer. Pretty much.
We are set to go as Paul Orndorff and Paul Roman.
As a cheap person myself who doesn't like to replace things, I appreciate Paul Roma still using the Young Stallions jacket years and years after not only they broke up, but he's not even in the WWF anymore. Ken Kendall's back. This time he brought Brady Boone with him. If you've never seen Brady Boone, you're in for a treat. This guy, Brady Boone, is like a wrestler from 2024 in the 90s. These are the polls I know. These are the polls I know.
How can the next race be better? You see a great boxing match. How can that be better?
Yeah, Brady Boone rocking the American flag Zubaz. The karate guy. The Boone Goons rise up. Hell yeah, Clean Smash.
Chicago standing from the bell. You're right. It was one of the greatest world title matches.
Apparently Brady Boone went to the wrong corner, or did he? Seems very confused.
Steamboat, and they're going to have a rematch that we'll be talking about.
Again, it is wild to be Tom McCartney that like you guys got WWF TV and the UWF in Pakistan. Like, that's awesome, but also again just blows my mind.
As Paul Orndorff, Roma's on the apron.
Come on, Shivani.
See if I'm alert, and I pick up on it. Well, I certainly do.
We got a new car. We had to junk the old one, Russ's Wizards. Thanks for checking in. Got a new van though, so things are working out. Thanks for asking.
Thank goodness I'm not the only one.
Brady Boone doing some arm drags like a good little big face. felt like that was wildly illegal. Kindle almost got knocked off the apron before Brady Boone does like a perfect Hurricane Rana.
But he's got to cover him. He can't finish the move up.
That's right, CBJ fan. Brady Boone is, oh geez, part of that weird, that like Robbinsdale High School group with like Kurt Hennig and Rick, like all those giant bodybuilder dudes, like Hawk and Nikita Koloff and them. And then, oh jeez, I can hear that. That's a good point, Kevin. Those are not ring gear. You just couldn't find tights.
Possibly a chokehold. Round 2 of the Marquee of Queensbury Cup between Ric Flair and Lord Steven Regal.
But yeah, Brady Boone, like I think RVD like is a big proponent of Brady Boone. Thank you, Restless Wizards. Oh geez, that was cool. That was very cool. Look at this dude doing all sorts of karate. I like Paul Roma a lot more than most. I think he got a bad rep because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Just random shot of a dude with a unibrow in the crowd.
And a pickup. Here comes the Orndorff pile driver.
I think Brady Boone would have a really cool career resurgence if he hadn't passed away. That's a good point, man. Yeah, Incident 73. RVD's talked about like Brady Boone as a big influence on the way he worked. And showed him that there is a way to incorporate your karate into your wrestling, that you're not just doing like random hi-yas.
Anyway, Roma shoots him in.
Look at this. Oh, that clothesline sounded horrible.
Roma and Orndorff are about 1 victory away from owning some gold.
Poor Ken Kindle.
Get the win. We still have more, including our main event.
Ken Kindle, those of you who don't know, he lost his WCW enhancement gig. I think in like early ¡95. He had a match with Vader where he decided he was gonna like go up to Vader and jump him before the bell, and Vader beats the fuck out of him. It's on a Saturday night. I think from early '95. It's hilarious if you know what you're looking for.
Vader has got a shot.
Harley Race doing '80s promo finger.
Tell him about it, big man. Hey, Rude, are you listening?
Yeah, this is that era where they're about to turn Rick Rude babyface. And if Hogan hadn't have come in, I think Rick Rude would have come back after the back injury and been like a really hot babyface. He had a good babyface run in him, he just never got to it.
Being the man, well, let me tell you something. How can I help? You're looking at the man. Listen, how can I help but hear your voice, Vader? Your mouth is the only thing that can match the size of your body. But just like the old times,
Rick.
I'm going to prove once more. The bigger the body, the smaller the brain. Vader, that little brain rolls around inside that big head of yours like a BB in a boxcar. And when you and I step into the ring,
He's trying.
I'm gonna show you just how stupid.
Not the best lines, but he's got good delivery. This feels like the part like on Maury before they bring the baby daddy out, where the baby daddy's up on the screen like, "Fuck you all, that's not my kid," and the mom's on the stage like, "Fuck him, he's got like 8 girlfriends." That's what this feels like.
You ain't man enough to take me on, brother. Toe to toe. Let's get it on, punk. All right.
Like even like right there, like that's exactly what the baby daddy would do. Vader said he's gonna show Rick Rude how big he is. Kinky. Yes. Wrestling can be very horny. John Druck, look at his ass, Maury. Alright, up next, the second round in the match that started last week. We did see how big Vader was on Twitter a few years ago. Oh, Leon. I forgot about the horny payday commercial. It's been a while since we've seen it. Obviously, the intricate work inside works of a vending machine. Why are you just grabbing at her breast pocket? That's sexual harassment.
Since Twix gives you chewy.
Oh, Incident 73. Vader, a few years before he passed away, accidentally tweeted a nude. Hey, Taj Mowry. He tweeted a nude. He was laying out on a bed. And it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? And then you look closely, and there's Vader's little boner, just like,
the thrill is gone. Get it back with new vinyl. New vinyl conditions, restores, and protects vinyl and leather.
That's gonna be what we call the, like,
no buffing.
When we get the people ironically buying like Limp Bizkit records in the next year or two.
So real you can smell it. Just like a brand new car. But all that was easy. Watch new vinyl make the seat of this junkyard car look like new. Now it's
you know, the car's broken, buddy. You're gonna need to do a little more than that.
Showroom shine.
Like, the car doesn't work.
Really old or just feeling
this guy walking up to people's broken down cars. Hey, I get the battery's dead, but look at this.
It's guaranteed.
It's shiny now.
That new car feeling? It's yours with new vinyl.
New vinyl at Auto Barn, James Way, Pep Boys, Rite Aid,
Boys.
Kmart, Woolworth, Bradley's, CVS, Caldor, R&S, Strauss.
There is a legend that a crow can carry a soul back from the dead to seek
Another crow
justice
commercial.
and put the wrong things right.
I like the other commercial.
To move your death.
I'm dead. And I move.
I think the NWO Sting feud would have been cooler if they shot at him.
The crow.
I don't know. Would have been cooler than like Buff Bagwell and Vincent like running like, I'm gonna get you. Like Scott Norton just brought out like a machine gun.
The dream match later on, Stunning Steve against Johnny B. Bad. But as we go
I get that this stuff aired a week apart, and like a lot of people weren't like binge watching like taped VHS versions of these shows, but it should have maybe changed clothes. That is wild, Paul McCartney. My first intro to Sting was Ready to Rumble. That's wild. I remember my dad took me to go see Ready to Rumble. And there's a scene where like the Nitro Girls appeared for the first time. And like it's like all tight shots of like their boobs and their butts as they're like dancing. My dad sitting next to me, I'm like 12 or I'm like 13, I believe. Puts his hand on my thigh. Nothing bad. Still creepy, but nothing bad. Puts his hand on my thigh and goes, Tommy, you've really become a man. Doesn't say a word to me. The rest of the movie till we get home next night.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent.
People come to the Disney MGM studios from Charlotte, all over the world.
Yes, they do, Tony. They come to Disney World from all over the world. Typically not for the wrestling. Big fan of that kid, Ric Flair sticking out the hand for the high five, and that kid's like, fist bump. So many lights. And just one random person walking through the cap.
Wins the title once again. How about that?
Well, let me explain to you about Rick Rude. This man went in.
That guy in the Bret Hart shades is really into
the
this.
Spring Stampede as the International Heavyweight Champion. During that match, out of nowhere, with Sting. That's not hard.
By the way, shout out to my SSRI gang.
He gets waffled by a chair by
Harley Race. Oh, absolutely, Kevin. We saw the first round about an hour ago. A lot of great technical wrestling, a style that Flair really didn't get to do in this era. So, this is good. If you forget or you weren't here when we watched the first round, Regal was up 1-0. He won the first round 10-9, split decision.
What was that again? Well, I make it simple. It's like dating an ugly
Hello, Big O Mac 242. Welcome. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for the follow. Feel free to join the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat. They are very nice folks, very smart about the wrestling, and they provide the giggles.
To determine a winner.
What are the odds that Shane McMahon wins this? Says Tom McCartney. Yeah, again, this is sweeps month. That's why we're just randomly getting all these like marquee matches on Worldwide.
Well, you know something? Flair shouldn't be wooing. He shouldn't be taking this Lord Steven Regal lightly. He should go right after him. I mean,
look at that. Good little short arm scissors.
And he's one down, like you say.
There'll be no punching here, Brain.
The William at ringside, like, no joint manipulation. I don't believe in that Pete Dunne bullshit.
Can you pick up a chair and part a man's hair with
Yes, David Syracuse. I agree with you. The Cajun Predator could help with the ratings. He went back to the bayou. The straight wrestling, of course, the gay wrestling happening on the other channel, guys. Believe it or not, don't eat the squid. This is actually babyface versus heel. Ric Flair is a babyface in this era. Look, Ric Flair trying to do a neat little like tiger mask thing, kind of just takes a back bump, but still the effort's appreciated.
Regal quickly over to discuss things with
Very few people are more fun to just watch react to things than Lord Steven. Like just going back into the corner and being like, he needs to get away from me.
Unkind things to say to Larry Zbyszko, something that prompted Zbyszko to walk out on a recent interview.
Zbyszko's one tough customer, and he does a great job as a broadcast journalist.
And they do such a WCW commentators did such a good job of getting Larry Zbyszko over as a badass, and like not a good job of getting anybody else over as a badass most of the time.
Oh yeah, he makes his own sounds.
Makes his own sounds. I want that on my gravestone when I die. Tom Green, 1987 to, I don't know, like next year. He makes his own sounds.
A lot of history there, and Flair's going to the figure four. Regal rolls.
Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Transition right into the front.
That's the bad thing about a figure four.
That's Matt P. Beloved husband and father. Made his own.
Get him early enough, you can small package him like Ric Flair tried to do, or you can roll over and reverse it. But once Flair has you locked into it, it's pretty much over.
Now, a little bit under 2 minutes.
Love it. Capture the arm, so he can't do that.
He almost got it. Regal scrambling.
Beautiful. Loving this. Again, this you didn't get to see Flair do a lot of this in this era.
Oh, he goes to the ropes.
That's Apro Spooky. I think you're the only person that paid full price for that WCW Nitro Elite 4-pack Mattel put out. Like that and the 4 Horsemen 4-pack that were at Target forever. I feel like they were like almost instantly $20 because nobody was buying them, which is a shame because they were neat.
Ric Flair's and Ricky Steamboat's fate as far as the world title is concerned. 1 week from this weekend on WCW Saturday night on nationwide TV as they will face each other for the world title. But right now,
look at that, a natural way to get into the shin breaker that he always did.
60 seconds.
Flair, can he get it on?
He doesn't have a rock fully though. See, he doesn't have it.
Oh, Bill Dundee. It must have been wild to be watching WCW when you lived in like in Memphis in this era. Like Bill Dundee, Captain Badass, and then he turned on WCW TV and like everybody can fight him. Like, I think more so than Lawler. At least Lawler got to have like matches with like Bret Hart and stuff. Bill Dundee was the wimpiest guy in WCW.
I think Flair's ahead.
There we go. We get, I believe, our first chop of the Marquee of Queensbury series. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Pearl of the Orient, the Great Muta.
At the end of the match,
Lawler and Brett have very fun series. I agree with you, Tom McCartney.
5 points, well, 5 to 6 points. Depends,
Sir William borrowing from the MMA playbook. If you go to a decision, you immediately raise your gloves like you've won to trick the judges. And our judges are Jimmy Jett, the referee, Sergeant Craig Pittman, the Marine, and Grizzly Smith, the pedophile. Yeah. A draw.
The judges have scored it even.
So yeah, they do another round next week.
Well, Regal still ahead, 1-0 in our Slamboree Control Center next.
Scuffle and Hillbilly. I remember as a kid having a heated argument with my friend at clogging practice because I said Sir William was Dundee and instead his mom told him it was Paul Jones. First off, it's genuinely, like, I'm not joking, I'm not making fun of anybody. It's fucking awesome that you went to clogging practice. That rules. But also, I love that kids were arguing over the identity of Sir William.
As your engine revs higher, the oil inside creates a hydrodynamic
That's a good point, refs as Wizards. The Duchess would never allow a draw.
But as your oil's viscosity breaks
Inauthentic.
down, so can the wedge.
Castrol GTX. The motor oil you can get at the grocery store.
Because if your viscosity breaks down, what's next? Castrol GTX.
Holy shit. Fire Pro Spooky says that Nitro 4-pack we were talking about was $200 in Australia. Like, I'm saying, there was a point, like, that set was $20 on the shelves at Target here in America. I played this game. I was a big fan of this game. And I'm not really a fan of, like, these type of games. I liked it.
Right now,
there we go. Another horny chat line. Moonwalking in, like, traffic?
Try it now. Find out how.
Hungry? Why wait?
It's easy to make new friends, and you can find out how. Just call toll-free. Yes, exciting guys and gals are waiting right now for you to pick up the
including the guy running the deli.
Don't be shy. Find out how. Call toll-free now. Adults over 18 only.
I'm tempted to call that line. Stephen J. Neptune Man, the most recent Simpsons episode as of this air date was the 100th episode, the one where Mayor Quimby's nephew is on trial. That rules.
And there's a full range of colors and sizes, so get your pet.
Paul McCartney, I hope you call that number. And I hope you meet hot and ready single. Petland.
Oh, goody. Look at that.
Service is optional at $3
It's Six Flags.
Come on out and see our new baby animals and the rare white Bengal tigers in the
I love to go to theme parks and go see the monkeys and the tigers at the theme park being run by 15-year-olds.
It's so thrilling. I must go there now.
Zip over to Six Flags. It's a world of fun.
Not a world away.
Now buy one ticket, get one free.
I thought he was going to say, not a world of fun. Here we go. Mean Gene on the phone. In front of his wall of screens.
Again, folks, Gino
not a green screen.
From the Slamboree Control Center. Can you believe it? 2 weeks from
I
this Sunday
can't,
night
Gene.
in
I cannot believe
Liberty,
it.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's Slamboree, the Legends Reunion.
Ooh, the
Get a gang
Legends
together and join us
Reunion.
for the second annual Slam Meet. There'll be photo and autograph opportunities.
Slam
Meet
Meet.
the legends who will be on hand.
Convention.
There's gonna be games, and you even get a
You get to
shot
play
at
you can play games with the Legends. I would love to play fucking Monopoly with Nick Bockwinkel.
In the Plaza Ballroom.
Speaking of phone sex, there's Gene Okerlund.
How about the legendary
I think Gene Okerlund would have made a boatload doing phone
Indian
sex.
star Wahoo McDaniel, the great Ray the Crippler Stevens.
I'd imagine playing Tiddlywinks with Ray
Only
Stevens.
Crusher, Killer Kowalski, Ole Anderson, Luthes, and the list of legends continues to grow every
I
day.
mean, you could play blackjack with Grizzly Adams,
Exciting lineup for Slamboree.
and he would never draw over like
Regained
16.
the international title this past week in Japan, and his one-on-one match with Vader gains even more significance.
It sucks that match didn't
We'll
happen.
find out next weekend whether it's Ric Flair or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defending against a member of Colonel Parker's stud stable.
Gene does look superimposed into a Sega game. That's a good point, Verticus.
The legendary Terry Funk.
Kevin, play Yahtzee with Ole Anderson. Watch out, he cheats. Also, he'll just call one of the dice the N-word.
The Nasty Boys defend against Kevin and Dave, the Sullivan brothers from Boston. I have all 4 men standing by. Let's get their comments.
I love when promos just start with laughing. Like we missed a joke. Like, I'd love to see like an old like 90s promo where it just starts with one guy laughing and either going, and they called us the Aristocrats. Holy shit, Kevin, that's dead on. Gene looks like he's in the final segment of Nick Arcade, trying to like get like coins or whatever, and then run back to the exit.
May 22nd, Slamboree, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Well, we're the brothers, but we're not gonna come to make love.
We're the brothers, and also Paul is my brother, and I'm gonna call my friend Paul in Philadelphia. I'm gonna tell him all about my booking plans, so we can take his guys in like a year.
Except 2 punks, and that's the Nasty Boys. We're taking over Nastyville.
Wow, that should be a wild one. Considering
that should be a wild one, Gene. Holding onto the desk like it's about to like fall over. Who would laugh in a promo more, the Nasty Boys or Jim Neidhart? Definitely Jim Neidhart. I think Jim Neidhart had Tourette's, and not like natural Tourette's, like the type of Tourette's you get from like doing drugs too much.
2 weeks from this Sunday night. Don't wait until the last minute. Call your local cable company now regarding availability.
And again, make appropriate phone calls.
Premiere at 1-800-847-3229. Sunday, May 22nd at 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Live from one of America's most fascinating cities,
one of America's most fascinating cities.
There is a new lady who is just.
You're pretty dead on, Kevin. Yeah, the rap that Dave Sullivan had was horrible wrestler, like one of the worst, but like one of the sweetest human beings you could ever meet. Everybody loved him.
I can't talk about it on the air. However,
he seems like a sweetheart from like the couple of Twitter interactions I've had with him. But like I always say, don't look at the likes.
Kids, get your parents' permission, but make that call now to the WCW hotline.
I wish the WCW hotline had like an option, like, did you get your parents' permission? Press 1 for yes, press 2 for no, press 2. Oh well, here's the news.
See why combos taste better?
Hey, Michael Deathkill, Philly is one of America's most fascinating cities. America's least fascinating city, and that's right, Evansville, Indiana.
Thomas, I'll connect you.
That special sauce?
Thomas & Sons. One moment.
McDonald's Big Mac.
Watch this be a commercial about like workers' rights.
What you want is what you get.
Like she's not able to get a lunch break at this shitty law firm.
Any calls?
Things will pick up after lunch.
Yes, no mercy. Never meet your idols is now never look at the likes. Exactly.
I smoke. The rest of the
you
group
can follow them on social media.
So I bring another idea to the table.
You can
Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
Click the little heart button when they post pictures with their grandkids, but do not look at their activity.
Around pure chewing satisfaction.
Homeowners, call Garden State Brick Face Windows and Exteriors and get a new house.
I have a
without
friend
having to move
who
or spend a fortune. That's right. You can give
runs a
your home new
YouTube
look
channel
and feel,
for
any look you desire.
Who ran a YouTube channel up until recently for a podcast from one of like wrestling's most beloved old people.
Stucco, stone, siding, and window.
And it broke my heart when he told me that this old man from Georgia, shock of shocks, all he watched on YouTube were videos of police officers beating the shit out of innocent people.
Call now for a free telephone consultation. It just takes a few minutes. There's absolutely no obligation. 100% financing available.
And if you want to find out who it is, call the hotline.
When a simple call can get you a
not
great
the phone
new
line,
house without spending a fortune.
Sad.
Call 1-800-238-1400 and ask about our current special discount.
Brick Face, Garden State Brick Face.
Free telephone consultation. Call 1-800-238-1400.
Sounds like a GCW guy.
The average person puts 9,000 times the weight of a sumo wrestler on their feet every day. That's why Dr. Scholl's created advanced insoles and inserts.
Let's get that guy that was holding the sumo wrestler into pro wrestling.
Life in your shoes more comfortable.
She married a man who beat her.
I have to deal with it. I'll deal with
Okay,
it.
not that that's funny, but the look on his face.
Hits her with bats, bricks. But why on earth did she marry the man who raped her? Next, her.
What the fuck? Geraldo. Let's maybe be a little more gentle about it.
Cool clothes, hot products. To order your WCW merchandise, get the new catalog
clothes,
by
hot
calling
products,
1-800-4
sexy
WCW
singles.
now.
A sweeps week. For WCW, it's a tuxedo match. For Geraldo, it's who will she choose? Her abuser or her rapist?
Introducing the Remington Triple Foil, the only shaver with 3 narrow micro screens. Remington Triple Foil. If you can grow it, we can shave it.
As we said, the WCW
That guy right there.
Let's take a look at the controversial conclusion of Street Stampede and what occurred afterwards.
That was a Sting neon sign. Heaven, but was it her fault? Geraldo, tomorrow at 4.
5 years ago, he beat him with that submission hold. Oh no! The double
I thought he was going to say, on my nuts.
He's got him down. 1, 2, 3.
Brian Turner's VHS Rehab, one of the best channels on YouTube. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate you. I love your channel. I love Brian Turner's VHS Rehab. Go follow him and subscribe to him on YouTube. One of the best. Upload some like real cool, obscure like Tennessee indies from the 90s and 2000s. He's found some some obscure WWF and WCW syndicated stuff. He posted this really cool clip the other day. Found on a German show, a German WCW show from 1989 of Paulie dangerously just like fucking with the announcers. It's really funny. Highly recommend Brian Turner's VHS Rehab. Glad to have you aboard. Look at Bonkwinkle's fresh dye job. Beautiful. No problem. Thanks for the great video content, Brian. This one's for you. Look at how sweaty Nick Patrick is. Like he worked hard day in his life. Or Michael Buffer. There are yes, Tom McCartney. There are many Bryans in wrestling.
Fans, I've covered this great sport for over a quarter of a
But only one
century, and I
Gene.
gotta say that's one of the most controversial conclusions to any match
I
I've
enjoy
ever seen.
Glasses
Commissioner
Era
Nick
Gene.
Bockwinkel, why in the world did you
I take him
award
very
the following
seriously as an
very
investigative
dramatically
journalist.
to the Nature Boy Ric Flair?
As far as I was concerned, it was simple in this essence. The prerogative of proof had to be on the part of Steamboat.
prerogative of
He did
proof.
not conclusively prove it.
Very
And
Nick
as tradition
Bockwinkel
has been,
phrase.
When it's an even match or it's a draw,
The
you
controversy
wind up
here is
getting
that
back
both
to
of
the
their
champion.
shoulders
He
were
keeps
down.
the title. Now then, the question has been,
I hate that as a
is this
finish. I
conclusive?
just
There have been discussions with the board. I had
not a
hoped
fan
it
of
was.
it. Again, we've talked about opinions in wrestling. A lot of people like that finish. I'm not a fan of
Now
it.
it is still up into the air.
Is there any
Seems
chance
like
at
proof
all
of
that
burden,
the
especially with a
WCW
championship match.
heavyweight
Proof
title
of
is gonna
burden
be
should
held
be on the challenger.
Yes, there is.
There
I
is
will
that
say this, and it is
Yeah, Brian Dermody would come out
have
king of the
that decision
Bryans.
to you before
Definitely.
the show is over today.
All right, we will be standing by. Get to me the minute you hear anything at all. Oh, yes, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, look at you. Where'd you come from?
All week long, they're one of the greatest champions in our sport. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me. My integrity is on the line. I didn't win the belt. Nick. I wrestled you when you were the world champion.
Thank you,
competed
Kevin.
against me.
You and I
Just
both know
outdid
from
that
personal
champion.
experience.
I won that match.
You get Brian
And I
out
won't
on
have
the
you
fight
or you
floor,
or one
on the fight
fan out there
mat.
think for 1 second that I'm not the greatest champion of all time. You want to hold it up? Take it. It's yours.
Take it.
Keep it. And you wait 1 second. The only reason why you're
Everybody
giving that
coming into
belt
this
back is
segment. I
because
love the
your ego's so
blocking.
big.
Sliding in with a finger.
Saw me pin your shoulders to
Let
the
me
mat.
tell you
I was in
something.
control. I had the hold on you.
Ricky
The fat
Steamboat
lady has
coming
some.
straight
The
from
match is over.
hanging out with
Why
his
don't you
greaser
suck it
buddies
up
over
for
by the
once and
fountain.
face the facts?
Steamboat, the last time you put that finger in my face, I broke it off and threw it away. You
I'll
wanna
stick
settle
it in your
Make the
butt.
match. You're the commissioner. Make it on this show. Make it next week. Make it tomorrow. Make the match. We'll find out, pal. Remember, the name's Ric Flair. Live with it, pal.
Remember, I'm Steamboat, and I've beaten you.
Remember, I'm Steamboat. I'm Gene Okerlund. Here we go. Ricky Steamboat and his dope synth song. I'm so happy Tony Khan got the rights to this song. Again, another like WCW like Chef's Kiss Perfection stock song choice. That's a good point, Kevin. We all saw what happened, and they would literally drag these decisions out for weeks. They would air the same clip over and over again and be like, Nick Bockwinkel, he's in the office, he's making a decision. Like, what is he doing? Hello, Marcus Phase the Fourth. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. As Bill Payne is being sexy into the camera. Thank you so much, Marcus, for the follow. Sit back, relax. If you feel like it, join the chat. The Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club. Love the chat.
Well, we're both wrong then. No one did.
I guess you're right.
Well, if I'm right, then I can't be wrong. You can still be wrong, though.
I feel like Bill Payne's singlet is a little small.
Side headlock. Steamboat. As Bill Payne grabs a handful of hair.
Bill Payne. One of Dusty Rhodes' favorite wrestlers, Bill Payne. Nothing, even in front of a Disney crowd, nothing easier than being like, he pulled my hair. You get all the old women to be like, no, he didn't, and I will beat you to death if you lie again. Great neck breaker by Bill Payne. Great trivia tidbit from Brian Turner. Nick Patrick was in a band that consisted of himself, Max Payne, Road Dogg, and a guy named Dr. Squash. Dr. Squash, I believe, was in Max Payne's Weird Little Fed. I believe either you or Armstrong R. Alley uploaded some stuff from on YouTube. Dr. Squash, if it's the guy I'm thinking of. Yes, yeah, that guy's awesome. I love him. I think there was a point, like, Nick Patrick was going to jump to the WWF with Road Dogg and Max Payne and be like the Raw band in like 95. And then Road Dogg and Max Payne went, and Nick Patrick stayed behind.
I'm gonna take the mask off.
It was the band payment. No, they were the Breeders.
You get one of those big brass doorknobs, and you put in a wool sock, and you come right behind them and what? You hit them underneath the ear, doesn't leave them up.
Seriously, this crowd rules. Not one person there knows who Ricky Steamboat is, but they are going crazy. Tom McCartney, Road Dogg from the Voodoo Kid Mafia. Yes. Oh, I needed that laugh. Ricky Steamboat in his little Dutch boy haircut.
On the head of Bill Payne, the man who in a week's time will get his shot again at Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Nick Patrick's band is a ska band. That'd be great, yes, Kevin. Imagine Road Dogg with the trombone. Living Insanity was the name of the band. That's like such a 90s band name. Living Insanity. Look at Nick Patrick's wide stance. Winner! That guy's into it. The NFC champion shirt guy. The Scarmstrong Curse. Free band name. The Ska-Strom. I can't even pronounce it. The Scarmstrong Curse. I can't even pronounce it. It's so great. Brian Dermody, everybody. That's why I call him the man, the myth, and the legend. Poor Dustin had to carry that rope for a month because they were doing a pay-per-view match, a bull rope match on pay-per-view. And Nick Patrick is a gigantic referee. Like, it's always funny watching him referee cruiserweight matches.
Stomped it through the mat. I'm gonna stomp your fat face through the floor, boy. I'll take that.
Again, I mentioned it before, this is the era where Bunkhouse Buck was showering before they instructed him, hey, maybe look a little dirty. Like his hair looks conditioned. Colonel Parker wearing his prom suit. Why are you talking to the screen?
All right, you heard the comments there of Colonel Robert Parker.
Like, it was great, but he got up to the screen like he was going to be able to, like, fight them through it.
They have never got the job done, and I'm here to tell you, Colonel Parker, and you good for nothing.
Also, what happened to Dustin's black eye? It's almost like this was taped 2 months ago. Road Dogg in a three-piece suit, pants, jacket, and a drug rug. Hell yeah, Brian.
And I'm here to tell you at Slamboree, I'm gonna beat you.
Kevin, Dustin Rhodes watches TV the same way my cat does. Gets right up there on the entertainment center, stares, occasionally points and paws at people moving. Shout out Seneca. Seneca's a great cat.
You stick your face in that rib.
Dustin Rhodes had some of the wildest Western shirts you'll ever see. What colors do you need on your shirts, Dustin? All of them. Up next, Dream Match. This ain't Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson. This is not AJ Styles and Low Ki in 2002. This is not Okada and whoever. This is a fucking tuxedo match.
I'm here in this auto graveyard to demonstrate new finish, the once-a-year car polish. Simply
yeah, man, that does suck.
No
Paul
rubbing,
McCartney,
no
that DX New York deal, man on the street deal, where Road Dogg and Triple H do Pakistani acts. That sucks. I'm sorry, as an American, that is our representation.
New finish available at
in the
Kmart,
media.
Walgreens, Auto Express, Western Auto, Ace, True Value, and other leading
For
stores.
you and the people of Pakistan, I apologize. I'm apologizing for millionaires.
Sink your teeth into Jaws. Blast Back to the Future. Get all 10 Nestle Crunch Universal Studios bars.
What is this commercial? Woman get oh, if she would have just called the sexy singles, she wouldn't have been hit by a train. Now she's dead. She would have just called this number. She would have stayed at home. She would have met this guy, lifted weights on the phone, and she'd be alive.
Don't be shy. Find out how.
You are too sweet, Paul McCartney.
Adults over 18 only.
Look at those candles.
Come on, push yourself.
If only Darby Allin called, he wouldn't have been hit by that bus this week.
I'm not gonna pay a lot for this muffler.
More feeling.
I'm not gonna pay a lot for this muffler.
Now that I'm in the monarchy corner, if anyone says you have to pay a lot to get high quality muffler service, you know what to tell them.
I am not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
Hello, Juan 666678.
At Meineke, you're not gonna pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
Shout out Juan in the chat. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week's Dream Match.
This week's Dream Match. Again, Dream Matches were really, really different when we were kids, folks.
Completely strip your opponent of his tuxedo. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, everybody knew those were phone sex lines. Yeah, absolutely.
Weighing 235 pounds, the man who says he's the
okay, so let us get this straight. Because they were at Disney World, they could not call a Texas Death Match a Texas Death Match. But they could do a match where two men would strip each other almost nude, and the ring announcer, look at this is great. If she's not a plant, she is the best wrestling fan of all time. That's not nice, Johnny. But no, like, you're just allowed, like, Gary Michael Capetta could just get on a microphone on a PA system. The following match, somebody's gonna get stripped naked. They gotta get stripped down to their dick and balls. That's ridiculous. And Brian, you know what? I'm with you. I'm with you. This was a dream match. We should have more tuxedo matches. Like, imagine, like, like a Will Ospreay tuxedo match. Like I just think Cody should do it for like the giggles 1 week. Like Will Ospreay and Roderick Strong and Double or Nothing should be a tuxedo match. And that's a good point, Brian. It really isn't embarrassing. These buggers both wrestled in trunks, which is almost maybe less than underwear, really, especially if you wear boxers. So what was going on around this time? Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat were kind of doing a little thing for the world title. We were in the midst of a Rick Rude babyface turn that never happened.
Before Nintendo came out with Super Metroid, we wanted to make sure it was the most intense Metroid battle ever. So we thought
Next week on Geraldo says, he stripped me to my dick and balls at the Disney MGM Studios.
That's 24 megs worth of weapons, worlds, and weirdos old killers up against Nintendo.
The weapons, worlds, and weirdos. That's this show.
Well, let's see how he did.
One, what happened to Austin? He looked at the future of wrestling in the 90s.
Super Metroid, only on the Super NES.
Yeah, it would have been weird if he just shaved his head and started cussing. Crazy. And Rick Rude as a babyface should have been called Rick Polite. Yes. Rick Pleasant. Yes, Juana, yeah. I was a big fan of that line. There's that weird fucking commercial again. Payday. It's like Horny Tron. Dick and Balls Rescue Rangers at Disney.
I used to think it would take me years to learn the techniques of master woodworkers.
Oh, it's Bob Odenkirk.
Until I got my hands on the art of woodworking from Time Life books.
Like this is literally feels like the start to a Mr. Show sketch.
Safe, practical, step-by-step advice from expert woodworkers, from how to
Those
select
guys.
and finish wood to the secrets of perfect joinery and how to build dozens of time-saving jigs.
Oh, you think a tuxedo match is no big deal? How about show you up to your wedding and rip your tux off while your family cheers? Brian, we should have done that at Kevin's wedding. Just like
future woodworking volumes will
during the
arrive once about
speeches.
every month at the regular price of $19.99. Keep only those you want. Cancel anytime. Keep the free video no matter what.
The art of woodworking gives you the confidence to tackle any project, and the
Any
how-to advice
project.
to complete it with results you'll be proud of.
Setting a budget for like a government street cleaning
Just $9.99.
plan.
Use your credit card and get a
Any
free shop
project.
secrets video. That's 1-800-344-1313.
Yeah, I'm sure Kristen's parents would have loved it if Brian, if you and me just like got up there.
It is dream match time.
Bow tie off. You weren't wearing a bow tie, but you would have put one on you just to take off.
The dream match means
And you would have had wrestling boots on for some reason.
And Stunny Steve wanted this tuxedo match. And, well,
Like,
rip them off time, Brain.
Like this just looks like the ring announcers got mad at each other.
Like
Like they're just tuning in.
I guess it does. We got a shred of clothing already.
Listen, Brian.
Valley parking at the club.
I'm gonna talk to Marla. You two are gonna have a vow renewal someday. I'm gonna talk her in. When you do, when you least expect it, Kevin and I are gonna come around the corner. We're gonna have a referee. Ding ding. Tuxedo death match.
He's got his pocket.
It's 1-1 in this tuxedo match.
See, Bridicus, yes, this is so fucking stupid, but it's so fucking stupid in a wrestling way. And fucking stupidity is great in wrestling. Hey, basketball adult. My mom would have loved a Canadian tuxedo match. My mom wears many a Canadian tuxedo. Also denim and sweatpants are a big thing for my mom. Big Vicky.
I've seen a lot of teams come in last place. That doesn't mean a thing. He can get a win over anybody he wants. When he steps in the ring in Philadelphia, and that US
Also, are there DQs in a tuxedo match? I feel like if you just like show up with a box cutter, you can win pretty easily.
You can't fight in a tuxedo. I mean, you know, you've had what, 6-7 marriages. You know how that fight was.
Like knowing WCW, these suits were rentals, and they gave them back. Like I said, I I feel like we need a Will Ospreay tuxedo match, or like, you know who we think would actually have a really good tuxedo match? I think Bryan Danielson. This is a genuine thought. Bryan Danielson would have a great tuxedo match. He would put so much thought into it. Yeah, Steve Austin was like such a good wrestler in certain terms of technique in this era. Well, I'm not saying WCW would get their deposits back, but they would fight for it. Absolutely, they would make some poor like referee go into not TJ Maxx. Name a rental place. Here you go. Here's your seats back. Austin wearing, I think that's a cummerbund on Austin. The strap to the cummerbund. Also, real talk, like, I know we joked about, like, being stripped under your dick and balls. I'm stunned that there's never been a tuxedo match in wrestling history where someone didn't grab the wrong layer and boom.
You can take your time. I found that duct tape.
Whoa! Right to the... Forget it, okay?
If you wet it a bit, they can't get out. Well, never mind.
So far, Randy Anderson, referee, appears to be winning the tuxedo match. Still has his shirt on.
Ever seen a guy in an otter suit?
Bad move, Austin. You took off your own cummerbund.
Colonel, you gotta do something.
Okay, so that answers that. Apparently there are DQs because he's scared of being disqualified.
But to get in trouble, he's got to be caught.
You know, Cody Rhodes should be throwing cummerbunds into the audience instead of weight belts. I feel like that'd be a little safer.
Johnny B. He's going for the cufflinks.
That's funny you bring that up, Brennicus, the Jake Roberts, Rick Rude angle. I showed that to my son Noli recently, and he loves it. He's probably watched it 5 or 6 times. He thinks it's one of the funniest things he's ever seen in wrestling.
A poke to the eyes.
I'm gonna say it. I think Johnny B. Bad could have rocked a long skirt with the way those pants are ripped. Yeah. So you guys are listing like balls falling out during regular matches, which like, of course it's gonna happen. They're wearing tights, and like Naked Minion, like Brian said, is naked. I'm just meaning like in a tuxedo match, like, oops, I accidentally grabbed your underwear, ripped it off. I win, but also your dick looks weird.
These two now, 2 weeks in Philadelphia, battling for the U.S. title. Be no ripping the clothes off there. At least we don't think so.
At least we don't think so. Maybe there'll be clothes ripping off. Tony, you saucy minx. Knowing how to sell pay-per-view, guys.
It's like 2 doormen got into it at Chippendales.
Bobby, it's my job to tell 6 out of 10 jokes about these matches.
Open the door for you. Here's a Look at Johnny B. Bad. Oakland's got a pair of pants like that.
Like with the boots and the skirt, it kind of makes Johnny B. Bad look like he's wearing heels. Like Brian said about Brady Boone a little bit ago. But Johnny B. Bad was going to go for a pin because he forgot that you had to get your guy naked.
He's going for the trousers now.
Going for the trousers. Also, smart strategy by Steve Austin to tuck his pants into his boots. Oh, the Steve Austin bump. He would do that in like every match, and it always looked so cool.
You got to get it right around the appetite section of those trousers.
The appetite section of those trousers.
There you go. Cuffs are us.
Oh, dude, no mercy. There are so many tuxedo matches. You need to YouTube them. There's a Howard Finkel, Harvey Whippleman tuxedo match. I agree with you, Brent. This is the dumbest and greatest match.
It's down to the skivvies right now.
I hate you so much, I'm going to make you naked.
Down goes Stunning Steve. Wait a minute, the Colonel.
Outside interference. And Johnny B. Bad's just wearing trunks.
It's over. The Colonel.
Yeah, the appetite section, Kevin. What the fuck is the appetite section of the trousers? Your winner, by virtue of being less naked, Stunning Steve Austin.
Can you believe it? He ripped him off. I mean, he really ripped him off.
Bobby Cruz does have a bit of Howard finger. That's a good point, Tom McCartney. Yeah, the DiBiase Duggan tuxedo match in the UWF is like genuinely good. That's why I think Bryan Danielson could live up to that standard. If you have him do a tuxedo match. Like, he really needs to do one before he retires.
Well, okay, Homer. Just one.
Hey, this tastes just like a...
And that's a good point, Scuffle and Hillbilly. Steve Austin, the master of the tuxedo match, like we learned earlier.
May Mayhem brings us to another ending of a great program. Next week,
No one will be naked, but...
So today, right here, live and in color, I will attempt to draw out of these fishy bowls.
Attempt to draw? Oh, my hand keeps slipping.
The dream matches, 19 and 94. So let's go in here and see who we gonna have.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do it next week, Dusty.
Let's get around.
Those just look like pay stubs.
Whoa!
Like, they just put everyone's pay stubs in these fish bowls. If Dusty draws your pay stub, you have to wrestle.
The one, the only. Recognized by internationally throughout the world as the world's heavyweight champion.
That kid looks like he's in pain. Yeah, that is a genuinely badass shot of Rick Rude wearing a coal miner's glove.
I'm gonna put that back in there. That's good. Now we're gonna draw out of here.
Also, we really should have known that Steve Austin was gonna wrestle in a tuxedo match.
Oh yeah. Ravishing Rick Rude next week on Worldwide Wrestling. Live and in color right here. Will it be in his dream match against none other than
People need to stop
biggest
clapping.
sports attraction in the world today, the Stinger! Yeah.
Sting was the biggest sports attraction in May 1994.
All right, next week we'll take a look at it. Sting, Rude, see you later, bye-bye!
See you later! Alright, Dusty, we'll see you later.
Cool clothes, hot products. To order your WCW
And a sumo match. Yeah, knowing what happened this week, who knows what that match was? I do. It was some sort of like stay down or is I quit match where nobody quit because Rick Rude wouldn't do the job.
Hot Pockets.
Boo!
Pizza or ham and cheese in a crispy pocket.
Yeah, Dusty with the other Sting, the hottest sports attraction.
Try lean pockets too.
Or in sports. Alright. That does it for this week. Thank you all so much for giving me the last 2 hours of your life. I feel like we've learned a lot. We learned that Steve Austin is the master of the tuxedo match. We learned a lot about hot singles in your area. I think we had a very good night altogether. Thank you all so much. Everybody in the chat, the veterans, the rookies, you've all been great. Next week, we're going to go a year ahead to 1995. We're going to watch some WCW Prime featuring the Moo match of the week. With more Dusty. A lot more Dusty next week. So again, thank you all so much. We did it. We got through the last 2 hours. No off the grid this week. It's our off week. We'll be back next Sunday. So next time you will see me will be next Tuesday night at 9. Again, thank you all so much. I thank you all a lot. And as I always like to say at the end of these, even if you don't make it here next week, just make it to next Tuesday. 7 days. That's all I'm asking. I know life is hard and it sucks. But just battle through. Just get to next Tuesday. And then we'll see how things are going. Alright, this has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. I'm Tom. And go to bed. Good night. Bye-bye.